Hi everyone, it's Persephone. I just wanted to do a really simple recap video for y'all and just talk about just some stuff that's gone down. Nothing too crazy, but just to let y'all know. So of course, this isn't a stats video or anything like that. It's just me talking about HCG stuff, I guess. Okay. So before I get into all this other stuff that I want to talk about, I first just want to say a huge thank you to everybody who's just been responding in such a beautiful, beautiful way to my my really emotional car vlog from last week. You guys, if only you could know what a relief it was to get that secret off of my chest, you know, and to take you. I mean, I didn't really show you the secret place, you know, or anything, but the fact that you were on the way with me, because when I drive there, it brings a lot of thoughts, and so it's usually me just talking to myself like a crazy person. But this time, even though I technically was talking to myself, I knew that eventually I would be relaying that message to you guys, and I was kind of nervous about it because I didn't know really what kind of response I was going to get. But you guys have been so wonderful these past few weeks that I knew it would be something positive, and I figured I wouldn't regret it, and sure enough I don't. If anything, I'm so thankful that I made that choice to share that with you guys, because it's just been such a secret to carry around and to not be able to let anybody know how emotional going there is for me in a good way, how strangely at peace it gives me, strangely at peace it puts me to be there. And I mean, my friends could never understand. I'm sure they would be so confused because I have literally jumped through hoops to stay away from my ex. Like I mentioned in the video, we have the same circle of friends, and I have like crossed fire in order to stay away. I have ducked, I have hid, I have sped away. I still need to tell you guys that story. I've done everything, and so I think that they would be really confused as to why I like put myself in a position where I could be even remotely reminded about him, or reminded of him. So I don't know, but yeah, I just want to thank you guys for just creating such a nurturing environment, a nurturing, a loving, and accepting environment where I don't fear telling the truth. It's crazy. You know, I mean, there are some things that I've just been so hidden with from those in my life, and to be able to just fully talk about it. Even things as small as my real weight. That is something that was so, like, talking about it, posting pictures of the actual scale number every morning on Instagram. I have no choice but to tell the truth. I have put myself in a position so that I have no choice but to be upfront. And I've learned that it's really not that bad, you know? So what, you know, you tell somebody your weight, and I've actually told my real weight to some of my friends. And they're probably confused on the math of that because of the past weights I've given them before. But yeah, it's so liberating, and I don't know. It's crazy, but yeah, so I just wanted to say thank you for allowing yourselves to be that environment and to create it for one another, and, you know, really being so accepting of me in this community. So yeah, thank you. So as far as my weight goes, things are slowly but surely moving. I guess you could put it like that. Yeah. So I actually reincorporated walking again, because when I last told you guys that I had walked, which was like after my first week, I actually stopped walking. I just never got around to it, and then I figured, well, you know what, the weight is like really releasing quickly right now, and so once I start to have trouble, then maybe I'll get back into it. Maybe that'll help boost me when I start stalling and stuff. And so sure enough, that's what I've been doing, and it seems to be working pretty well. So yeah, so I reincorporated that. I'm doing it like not every other day, but every 2 days in between. So then I'll bump that up more and more once my body starts getting used to it. So yeah, so that's my plan for now. That could definitely change. So something neat that I kind of was able to notice, I don't know if the light is bright enough in here, but I'm totally detoxing. Like, you can totally see how I broke out on my forehead. And then my hands have gotten a lot better ever since that one vlog that I did a couple weeks ago, where they were like super dry. They've gotten a lot better. However, this past weekend, I totally broke out in that hand rash that some people get from detoxing on HCG, and I'm like, where is all of this coming from? Like, I'm thinking that whatever fat stores my body is using right now is from my really like unhealthy days, because I really have tried in the past couple of years to, do my best to eat healthy, especially after I did my juice cleanse, I mean, I really did change a lot. I mean, of course, I indulge every now and then, but I feel like I always did relatively well. And so, I mean, there was a point, though, in time where I certainly was eating things I should not have been eating. And so, yeah, that was like a couple years ago. And I totally, I'm pretty convinced that those are the fat stores my body is using, because all of this just gross junk, like, coming out, it's just so gross, but it's super neat and super awesome to know that, that I'm getting rid of it all, so, yeah. So I feel kind of bad because I saw my cousin at church on Sunday, and she really struggles with her weight. She has for decades. She's just really, really had issues with it, and it's all emotional for her as well. And of course she was like, "You're getting skinny or what?" And I was like, So yeah, again, my sweaters aren't working. I'm not gonna share HCG with her. I'm not, because I know, I feel so bad saying this, but I just know she wouldn't. She just doesn't have the dedication to do something like this. A lot of people don't, and I really think that we are exceptional people right now. Like, at least, not that we're special, but that we have found the strength somehow to control our minds and to really do this, to be able to withstand the just mental, strenuous, whole situation that this whole process entails. I just think it really, we're very lucky that we somehow trailed onto or into this just ability, mindset strength. I don't know. I feel bad because I know that she just isn't in that place, and I know she couldn't stick to it. She also does struggle with alcoholism, and so obviously, that's something you need to tackle before you can do a diet that says no alcohol. And yeah, I just think there are a lot of emotions that she needs to work on first before I would think that I could share the whole protocol with her. Yeah, so I did feel guilty, but it's just, I feel like that's just the most logical choice to, just keep it to myself for now. So yeah. So I also saw my brother this weekend, and he didn't say anything to me, but he told my sister she's getting small. So I guess it's official. People can see. I too can finally kind of see it. I mean, not a ton or anything. I still look in the mirror, without any clothes on, and I'm like, I still see my gut. I still see my, the fat pad on my knees. Like, I still see the things that I saw before. But I feel like frame-wise, I can kind of see it a little bit more petite than it was before. So that's neat to finally, reach that point where I too can see it, because people have been able to see it, even after the first week, people could tell, my family could tell, some of my family members, but I couldn't see anything. So it's nice to finally reach that point. So I recorded a vlog yesterday, actually, but it didn't finish uploading. I don't know what happened. I guess I lost internet connection really quickly or something, and it just like lost the whole thing. So I just wanted to tell you guys a story. I went to my grandma's yesterday, and I brought her some breakfast, and oh man, it was probably the first time that I really have had like a really tempting experience throughout protocol. My grandma's 100. She just turned 100 in November, so she kind of forgets things, like her short-term memories, and as you know, it's not the way it used to be. And I mean, that's expected. That's really all. I mean, other than that, she's pretty lucid. She's pretty amazing for being 100. When she's eating, she expects you to eat with her. And I didn't have anything with me. There was nothing there for me other than they had some Ozarka water. So I was able to drink some Ozarka. But my grandma was not very happy about that. She likes to like force feed. And I can't let that happen. So it was really difficult. And especially since she keeps asking and asking because she forgets that she just asked, you know. I was just kind of like, oh, it was like I was being perpetually tempted, like over and over, you know, like, you want some of this? You want some of this? You want some of this? And I was like, no, grandma, no thanks, no thanks. And just saying it over and over. Oh my gosh, it was so difficult. But that was probably the first time that I've ever been tempted to that degree. Yeah, it was hard, but got through it. So just wanted to share that little story. Okay, guys, well, that's all for the recap. I'm gonna try and, I guess, edit this as much as I can so that it's not too long. But thanks for listening and watching and all of that, and I'll get a video to you probably Saturday morning. You will see it. I'll film it Friday night, but about my week 4 releases. So, all right, talk to y'all later. Bye.